think this hand can get basic forest probably. You do get punished with the bindings and stuff if you get basic forest. I'm just gonna get Temple Garden. Cause like if they kill my halfling and then I draw a binding, that could be a scenario. Wrenn and Six, GG. Mengu, just for you. Just for you, the GG Wrenn and Six stub deck. Hope Mengu's still here. Ooh, yeah, respect the cat. I love that. Get a little feedback, see if I've just been running hot and the list is nothing special or I found a right mix. Wow. Clearly Mengu hating on me here. Is it worth ditching my entire hand to keep using Wrenn? Probably, honestly. But I don't have a discard spell for my One Ring. Let's get basic planes. They usually play one Blood Moon effect. I decided on a deck for Gant. I think I'm just gonna play Omnath and live with the consequences if I get a bunch of draws. One other card I've been thinking about trying but can't really get myself to add to the deck is... Oh, I played the wrong fetch. I can't cast Omnath. I'm still gonna get basic forest. It's fine. Well, it's not, but it's fine. It's Tranquil Thicket. I think maybe I should have tried that in like the Fire Ice spot or something. Remember, Nassif, only draw if you're gonna lose. That sounds like you're stalling and cheating. I would recommend against that type of mentality. Why am I for Rhinos? Because I've been winning with this deck a lot. Mengu's gonna laugh when I lose this game. I'm gonna ultimate Wrenn. It's gonna do nothing. I'm gonna die with 7 lands in hand. Your classic Wrenn experience. I mean, you can't be result oriented, right? Just because I drew second Wrenn all lands, like that's nothing. I mean, that's just... I don't think that's a very good way to see things. Oh, they gave me lightning bolts. They messed up. They blew it. I didn't even realize until I saw the bolt in my graveyard. That's so funny. I guess I fetched like a dumbass. Yeah. I'll have red mana. If I fetch, I die to bolt plus Bowmaster. Well. So if I Wrenn, they're gonna Bowmaster me down to 3. I'm dead to bolt anyways. I can bolt Ragavan, bind the Bowmaster, go down to 2, but then I have Wrenn going again. Maybe I just say go for a bit. Alright, I'm not gonna say go. I'm just gonna play Wrenn and hope I live. Just pass? Nah, I think passing's just bad. Which suck versus discard to pass? Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to give them a few draw steps. There's no real way around it. What did I do yesterday in the challenge? I was 7-0. Then I scooped the last one, but we played the match I was gonna win. So I went 8-0 against all the top meta decks. Except Titan. I didn't play against Titan, and I lost in the quarters 2-0 against Titan. So pretty strong showing. A lot of my matches were close though, for sure. I guess I should have played Teferi before getting back to land. That was a tiny bit loose. Stomp. Do have binding for Stomp. I mean binding for the giant itself. What's the reasoning? First Fire Ice, second Bolt. Card that sucks a little less against Cascades, but that still can kill Bowmasters and dash Ragavan and the other things. Alright. It's alright, chat. We've got Hyper Jom to the rescue. Bouncing Bone Crusher, not super great. Oh, I could have played Binding and bounced it. Yeah. Wow. That's bad. I'd gotta start bolting their face, I guess, soon. Never punished. We'll see about that. That makes sense, right? They just died? Really? Oh yeah. Yeah, they shocked. Yeah, that was awkward. Clearly Wrenn. Clearly Wrenn unplayable. An absolutely unplayable modern card. If only Wrenn was white and you could pitch it to thingy, then it would actually be the GOAT. So in this matchup, I was boarding out Reprieve and a One Ring. So maybe I'll just board out the One Ring. Could do Endurance over Reprieve. No, one Reprieve's just fine. Yeah, opponent playing that Bolt was not great. True. I board out the Ringers to scam. Yeah, I think it can be a liability against Bowmaster and stuff, and too slow. And people play Bone Crusher now. I actually lost a game yesterday where I played the Ring and that two Griefs in play, and they Bone Crusher themselves and attacked for 8. I'm not saying it's right, but that's what I've been doing. Turn 1, maybe Bowmaster. Probably want to get Raugrin Triome right with this hand. Raugrin Triome basic planes. Oh no, Shuji. True, you like. Fine, it's a sign of strength to not get attached to your oh no, it's the other way around, not basic planes. Want to get breeding pool? That makes sense. Alright, Raugrin. I'm gonna draw Wrenn. For Mango. Damn it. I guess I'm just gonna get Abzan Triome, and if they have Blood Moon, I lose. It's fine. Oh, I could let them have a hit with Ragavan and then reprieve the spell if they hit something good. And this way I get to reprieve their free drop. Kind of interesting spot. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's take the hit. Oh, I had a hyper on top. Already forgot. They know about the reprieve, right? What? I'm a prince now? Okay, interesting. The reasoning behind not using binding? I mean, I'd just rather do this and then bind next turn. And then if they hit like a Wrenn, they can't cast it because I reprieve it and get it back. So I'm not as scared of the Ragavan. Max rewarded, yeah. Oh, they drew their third lands. Mana rewarded. I want to get the Fable. I usually go after the token first, but get one hit. I also have more cards that deal with Shaman than Fable. Fable's usually a pain down the line. Yeah. Surprised they have all spells in hand and they get tokens, but sometimes they have like a bunch of not dead after all. Damn, they're gonna take it. Oof. That would have been a decent draw too. I'm just hoping I draw a worse white card, and then I can hardcast the second Solitude, basically. This game is pretty over though. Hyper Yom to the rescue. How do I fetch land? That'd be nice. Rip, rip, rip. I even drew basic planes the worst possible. We'll wait to the party basic planes. Alright, I mean, could be worse. Nissa and Halfling too. Small detail. Okay, a couple turns away from having a soft lock on my draw phase. How did I end up? I lost in the corridors, like I seem to do a lot recently. What else am I gonna kill? The Grief? I'm gonna keep the land in case I draw Nissa. Come on, fetch land, Wrenn, Nissa, Solitude. Worst possible, okay. Not call one shot the Wrenn anymore. I guess I still want to hold on to the planes. I don't even double block because they just ping my Omnath. The downside of the mana dorks. Yeah. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, they're drawing poorly too, but they actually don't have a lot of good cards to draw.
Fuck, you can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line! Chalk flew up! It was clearly in!
Okay. Just bumps the token, I guess. It's fine. Yeah, I could have played this turn all differently. They probably have another Ragavan in hand, right? By this point. I guess they're ready for 2. Should not be F6. Wrenn and Six. Yeah, I could have. I don't know. Getting rid of the grief is fine. Enter Courser. Goat. Why did they have more cards in hand? Because they stole my Wrenn and Six. They probably have like all lands in hand. All lands and crappy dead after all. Maybe not dead after all if they bothered killing my halfling and ignoring my Tef. Enter Courser is just too good. What can I say? The goat. Alright, all basics gone. I have at least one Triome. Alright. We're playing first. I do have Ending plus Wrenn. Have I been keeping these hands? I think maybe if your hand's a bit better, like if that one ring is a Solitude or a Bolt, something like that, maybe you can justify keeping. Like, justify the gamble. Can't find me in the standings. I made top 8. It is weird you can't find me in the standings. So if they kill my halfling, I'm probably gonna want to go halfling plus fetch. There are decisions. I don't think they matter. I need to make these decisions fast. Was that my last Wrenn? Yeah, it was the Wrenn and Six that got off Ragavan. Pottery, Grave, Clay. Deal up Cling to Dust. They might have Bowmaster. That's an hindsight. I wish I'd just played Nissa. It's kind of a tricky spot. If I play land fetch, I get ragged by Tidebinder. I guess I can Tidebinder to Tidebinder, and it's not that bad. It's not great. Tidebinder my one ring. Yeah, I'll just play Nissa. I'm not sure what kind of removal they would have for Nissa. As you can still Tidebinder that fetch land, but at least I have a Nissa and a halfling in play for next turn. Just fine. Tidebinder was going to be pretty good against me no matter what, almost. A little risky to get a basic because of Omnath, but I'm getting low. Nissa. Nissa would be pretty damn good here. Alright, I'm going to use that sample size of 1 to declare Nissa's still the GOAT and Tidebinder is not better. Let's see, I can Wrenn Ping and I can try and Tidebinder their ring, or I can Wrenn Ping and their Tidebinder. Go down to 8. Take 2, go down to 6. Take 2 more, go down to 4. And then have Tidebinder in hand. Kind of have to stop them from drawing cards. How dumb is it to buy an orc? I don't know. I think it's bad because Wrenn does just that perfectly. Tidebinder ring, I just lose to counterspell. And I take a lot of damage. And not F6. Like they might have force. Unless they hate F6. Hey Rob, glad you enjoyed the VOD. Anyone can check out my VODs. You just do twitch.tv/yellowhat/videos and you can go watch my old streams. They stored for like 30 days. Also, if people want to play, I guess you need QPs to play in that qualifier. Right? Because I was going to say they're running this, well, you can still do it. For those of you who don't know, you go to Store in Magic Online, you type Prepare here, and you have access to all the constructed cards till tomorrow. You still have to pay your entry fees for tournament, but if you want to join a league with cards you don't have, you can do that for like another day or so. Viana has a technology you can join the league and play later, apparently. If they're gonna finish the Wrenn or attack me. It'd be safe to kill the Planeswalkers, but Wrenn's not doing a ton for me in that spot. Maybe they already had that last turn and Tidebinder or Tidebinder or the other thing would have been irrelevant. Failed Dispute. Endurance seems fine just as a flash threat. And Reprieve and Flusterstorm might be okay. Thing is, I'm not gonna have a ton to board out. Solitude's not the greatest, but do need stuff down the line to gain some life. Got a couple. I guess I have Omnath to gain the life. Couple Solitudes ending. could probably be trimmed or cut altogether, just rely on binding. Boombust could be okay against typical control deck, but I'm just worried that you need to be ahead on board, obviously, to Boombust. I think this matchup's probably fine. Maybe Tidebinder makes it good for them. Apparently, maybe fake news that you can join a league and finish later. You have to finish the league before the cards are gone. I don't know if they play Thoughtseize. I do want to get the fetches out of the way. I also do want to have... Do I care about having Veil mana up? Maybe not. Don't tease me. But just preordain maybe? Oh well. Yeah, actually does happen sometimes. Not just in fantasies. Yeah, Temple Gardens Team Vents. Temple Gardens awkward was that Triome. Pool makes sense. Interesting spot because it's obviously my only black source for binding, and having 1 mana binding is usually important. Also, it's cycling and Spellmaster is a little risky. Yeah, it says I kind of remember someone from Daybreak said it, so I'm trying to fetch the source. Okay, nice. Or I just have to dispute here, honestly, if they dispute so good against Tidebinder. I could cycle in response if they Bowmaster. Can't see there's 5 cards in hand still. Kind of like cycling in response. Then if I have another one, I fall pretty far behind. Tough. Guess I'm just gonna counter it. I think cycling in response is pretty reasonable. I think I'm okay just baiting Tidebinder here, fetching, maybe baiting a Tidebinder, reprieving. And then, oh, now that they can't cast Ring, I think I just made a small mistake. That fetched and cycle in response, I think. Top one, bottom. Cycle and I have Bowmaster. Should have gotten white. Yikes. It's fine. You could just Tidebinder that. Alright, hopefully their hand's not too stacked. Might just run away with the game here, like the One Ring. Especially if that's subtle tier One Ring. I wonder what happened to that blue-black deck. No, we tested it for Barcelona a lot. We were really high at first, and then it was just losing to everything after a while, including, I think, Omnath. I'd have subtlety. That's bad. That might mean they have the One Ring. They feel comfortable. No. Fatal push. Noxious. I was hoping for Tidebinder. What's up, Adam? Done, please. What have you done? What have you done now? Unplayable card acquired. Not in bad shape if they'd ever draw the One Ring. Matchup feels bad. I thought it was good, but like at any point if they draw the One Ring, I just lose. I guess I just don't do anything and say go. Hope they don't rip the One Ring. Auto War my Wrenn. Okay, I think it's a good spot to just hard cast a Solitude here. I guess I could have done that end of their turn, honestly. It's nice against Bowmaster, but it's pretty unlikely to have Bowmaster. They have subtlety, but it's fine. They're down to no cards. Yes, I'll bolt it. Alright. Probably still win if they draw the One Ring. Because of that Minamo. Hmm. Alright. Binding secured, that's nice. Oh, Gab. Well, I can't wear there's light. I mean, it might just be the sun. Angelic Gab. Angelic Gab is what I would go was. I have no lands left to fetch. But I guess that's still life. Oh, I do have Steam Vents left to fetch. Their cards line up very well against mine. Push, great. Binder, Bowmaster, Counterspell, One Ring. Their deck full. It's like my cards are more powerful, their cards are just more efficient. I need a quick break, I'll be right back. The sun in my eyes. It's kind of annoying. When it's sunny, I have to like myself from the sun because I can't see my screens. Just literally never see the sun in my cave. Does seem like this blue like deck should be good. It shouldn't suffer too much from classic control problems. Because Bowmaster, Tidebinder are pretty versatile and stuff. Hey Ted. You're gonna have to pick between no, I guess it's not true actually. He streams after me. Jig's doing his first official stream today. That's cool. I think it's 1 p.m. EST, Monday through Friday. Is his plan. What they do? They topped one. Starting League was Omnath and got obliterated by Calibrated Blast. Oh, a matchup. I don't know. I'm guessing it's bad. Kind of almost punted, I think, here. I guess it's okay, I have Sacred Foundry in my deck. You're debating Subtlety. Wondering if it's worth it, maybe? Or if they just ignore it. It's pretty good in general.
This song will drive you mad. This song will drive you mad. Pay 5 for active treason. Well, that might sound pretty bad.
He planned it so that when you finish, he was there. I usually end a little earlier than that, actually. I end closer to like noon EST most days or 12:30, but I don't think it'll matter in the long run. The rates are nice if no one knows who you are. I mean, every bit matters, obviously, but that is a really nice draw. Just gonna fetch some blue dual land, not some island. I could just cycle and get back Triome now. So we did see Cling, and I'm not in a rush. Maybe I'll try and bait the Cling. If they have it. Okay, that was nice. I mean, obviously they still have it flashback, but it's not as easy to cast. And they can tap out to get rid of it, but then I get to tap out for One Ring. The play here, keep fetching. It's nice to keep some lands to fetch. I'll play Steve and Stat for now. And the Bowmaster, I'll probably cycle in response. I was thinking the whole time it's kind of nice they're not on Charm. They cycle now. I can't get pinged and amassed. I didn't play the Charm, I think, in the first 2 games. Doesn't feel like super great to get Bowmastered, but I think it's still worth it. Oh, Edict. Okay. Maybe start jamming rings, right? They have 5 cards in hand. It's just good use of my mana. Gotta start somewhere. That's kind of a cool draw. They did not counter, and then last turn they used Charm and not counterspell. Don't hate just binding a Delta, even though it's kind of bad to have another ring. What do I have left to fetch? Breeding Pool. Do I bind a Delta here? Is it worth it? I didn't fetch. Well, it makes my life easy. Merc's not a bad Reprieve target, I guess. I'd like to be able to save Reprieve for my own spell, but I think I fall behind mana-wise. Maybe not. It kind of does get to recast it anyways. How big is it? 8/8. You do have Cling. It does like eat up their Cling. It is 2 mana. This can't trick me towards maybe a Dispute or Veil. I had bigger plans for that Reprieve. Alright, not the worst draw. So I could bounce token and then bind the Bowmaster? I don't hate that. Counters the trigger. Means they have to get rid of Tidebinder, which is not trivial for their deck. They need to get Delirium. Could have used a spell here. Could have really used a spell. They don't have fetch plus push or another way to kill my Tidebinder. I don't hate my chances. Yeah, time's getting low, I'm aware. Leyline revealed. That's not a fetch. Could have main phase Bowmaster, I guess. It's pretty solid too. Omnath for Nissa here. Removal maybe. Damn Halfling. They have Merc in hands. They have Merc and a million cards. I don't know what to do. Just played Halfling first for no reason. Two top. Okay. Okay, that could have been worse. Wow, that spell pierce. Fuck. brutal. Okay. Veil? Dispute? No, another land. Nice. Yeah, it's a silver. I drew. I don't know. I think it's just a tough matchup. Doesn't come down too much. Tidebinder? Oh well. Okay. Have Tidebinder for ring. Could have had to read here. Kind of had to read. That's what they had. That was not bad. Game not Jover. Depends what they have. They might just have it all and be very conservative. Okay, that's obviously great for me. That. I don't know what I need. I need Omnath for Nissa, and them not to have an answer. I need a single Omnath for Nissa. Close game. I mean, literally comes down to one spell, right? One Veil, one Dispute, one Flusterstorm. Can kill Tidebinder, draw trigger on stack. Can I draw anything? No. Oscar. Oh, what has Oscar been playing? Like Team of Rhinos, probably. I think I've seen him play Team of Rhinos. Oh, Living End. Sounds nice against Living End. Guess I'll just get the Black Triome. Red, white, red, green, white. Gets a agree for my One Ring. Then he gets a agree for my Omnath. One Solitude here would have been like was good enough to slow him down at least for a turn or two. Solitude dead Grief, and then I get Solitude the Waker when it comes back. I guess with Architects just GG. Fetching main phase was like super loose. Kind of interesting. Fetching main phase was just bad. Force pitching Force. Do you have a third one? Is he not worried about the One Ring? Oh, he knows. Finding not the worst. It pitches. It pitches, and it's. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do binding or. Not sure how good Nissa is. I guess it does fine endurance. And Halfling. I think second Veil would be nice in this matchup. Pretty good hands. Just get rid of Omnath probably. I think I need to keep the lands. In case they have a force or grief for my Wrenn. Be my guess. Could take Wrenn. Because I have 2 pieces of interaction, and Wrenn lets me play the game. I'm actually pretty interested in drawing cycling lands, so I'm not gonna get them. Trying to think if I can draw anything. My Reprieve resolves. Okay, I got one more turn at least. I don't love where this is going, obviously. Haven't drawn much since my opening hand. One kind of useless Solitude. You might just have it here. Oh, looks like he has it. Oh well. I guess I lose. Could draw the One Ring, I guess, but... Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot my Halfling dies if the living end resolves. Almost bad. Right on time. Right on freaking time. Alright, GG's. What should I play for Denver? Living in or Scam? Definitely Scam between these two. Living in is like... I think Scam's gonna be one of the 2 most played decks. You should not play Living End. Lost to the blue-black matchup, yeah. It's flooding a bit. Classic Wrenn issues. I'm not immune. Is this modern? Yeah. Blue-black is hard. Tidebinder makes it worse. I think before Tidebinder it was a good matchup for Omnath now. Like, thing is about Solitude, it's nice in game 1. It's one of your main plans to beat Living End. And it's fairly effective. But If they're playing Rhinos, I should just jam Nissa. What else would it be like tapped? That breeding pool. So like ice, not that big of a deal. I mean, do I even keep Reprieve mana up? Do I care? You could have Disputes. You have like Dispute into Cascade spell. But then it feels like they still need a subtlety to win. Jokes on me, they're playing Living End without a turn 1 cycling. Fetch. Discard Waker of Waves. Yeah, what I was saying Solitude is good against Living End game 1. But in game 2, you don't have as many white cards. And you're more about Chalice and protecting Chalice. Whatever, actually Waker of Waves Living. Oh my god. I mean, I guess keeping Reprieve mana up doesn't do anything if they have Grief. Alright, I kind of got played. Is Cam Silva the same in the terms of meta after the ban? I think it was probably more at some point than before the ban, actually. So they get to take like the One Ring, and they get to take Omnath on the way back. Took Reprieve, which implies they don't have Living in this turn. I think they would want to get rid of Ring and Omnath if they're going to Living in this turn. So that's good news. Or maybe because they have Outburst. I'm not too sure. Maybe just Outburst on my turn. My faith is wavering. Obviously, I'm 1-2. My faith is wavering. I did beat Scam. I guess the Scam player I beat wasn't playing very well. Yeah. I mean, Team of Rhinos and playing twice against Living End. I'm not sure I would be doing much better. It's good I see my weaknesses. I see where I need to help. Go practice. I mean, clearly they have Outburst. I don't know what they're doing, though. I feel like they punted. No, it's probably not going to matter, but still. He even just gave me a draw step. I mean, now I get to bolt my Nissa, right? I get to bolt my Nissa. Like, what if I drew Solitude here? They're just, like, probably playing atrocious. Yesterday I said I wouldn't concede to Living End. You disagreed. Yesterday I said I wouldn't concede. As in, like, it's okay to have a bad Living End matchup. I'm not sure what you're saying. Not sure what you're referring to exactly. Okay. In the 7-0. Oh, you were saying, I was saying like Living In is over average matchup for me. I thought so from the few matches I've had played. What should they have? 12. It's dead. Like, I have enough cards to bring in and board out, but barely, and also They're just not high impact enough. Like Fluster Storm, I don't consider very high impact because it's so bad against Grief. And Tidebinder and Dispute are kind of okay. I think more Veils, obviously more Endurance would be nice for this matchup. Game 1 is super rough. I don't think Game 1 is super rough. I think Game 1 is close. You have Teferis and Solitudes. Solitude's not enough. I mean, it is if they have... It is if they're trying to, like, Cascade on turn 3, or if you Solitude a Grief and they don't have a perfect draw. I mean, I'm not saying Solitude is like auto insurance, but obviously there's plenty of games that are won by just Solitude. Plus in game 1 you have all your endings and your bindings, so you have all these extra white cards you can pitch to Solitude. What am I missing? White. Do I need Black Triome? Not really. Let's save the fetch for Nissa. Flash Omnath. Not bad. Force Creator. I'll take it. Yeah, it does get the Black Triome. I'm a little flooded, but I have the One Ring. Hello, Kinsuki. Sorry. Hello, bro. How are you doing today? Do you have a Gachibas song request? Are you wondering why I'm not playing Amulet Titan? Yeah. At least it's just in my face, not in my screen right now, which is kind of perfect. Alright, I have gotten like embarrassed in these last 2 rounds against Living End, which is not how my games went last couple times. I did mulligan, and my opponents did have really good draws. I played a lot of the matchup from the Living End side, and it is kind of the experience, honestly. Sometimes the Living End player just super easy, and then sometimes they just have it all, and you feel like it's the worst matchup ever. Yeah, I did flood. I did flood like last 3 matches. I flooded. I mean, let's come down to like a spell or 2. I had to maybe still win with an Omnath for a ring here or Nissa, but literally just draw lands and break every draw of the game for like past 3 rounds. Timely Endurance. They asked me how the matchup was, and I said I'm not sure. I said close and high variance. I'm not sure. Close board, I think you're a little favored, but close. But I don't know. Alright, well, at least we have the time to finish the league, I guess. Classic Modern, just perfectly balanced. It's great against 5-color and Rhinos. I mean, no one plays 5-color. Also, it's not great against 5-color. I think it's like extremely close. I think these last 2 matches were just, you know, I beat it the last 2 times I played against Living, and I beat Levunga the other day. He stumbled a bit. He didn't have like all the answers. I just had like I actually drew spells. which was, you know, better than not drawing spells. I mean, Yogg. Oh yeah, it is. I do like it against Yogg still, especially in open decklist, and especially if you're playing Ingot Sure. What's Bonin playing? Just bad scam draw. Respect the cat's probably watching me while playing or something, and he's like, "Wow, I guess Cap just ran good yesterday. It's been just classic Omnath, just losing it all." I mean, I think it's fine. It's like bad matchup, bad draws. I think you're gonna lose, right? Or like tough matchups, bad draws. I mean, I'm not delusional. I'm not like, oh, I went 8-0 in the Swiss yesterday, 8-1. The deck's just perfect, and but I still feel like wow, this is really good and it's pretty good. But it's good. It's good. If I keep like if my results average out and it's like nothing special, then maybe I'll just register rhinos and less likely to draw a bunch of games. Oh, Bitter Reunion. They're playing creativity. Not sure what that means, but don't I just bounce my binding at this point? I don't have Hallowed Fountain, I don't have blue. I can't cast it right away if they kill Omnath. I guess I'll just Teferi plus for now. Wait, I still don't have blue mana. Weird. What's under binding? A Ragavan. Hey Nassif, how do you feel about living in the current meta? Do you think living in must sideboard heavily against Scam, or it's just a fluke? No, I think the matchup's atrocious. And if you can figure out a plan, it's good, but you don't want it to be at the cost of all your other matchups. I saw a matrix of result that showed living in a 20% win rate against Scam. But it still had like 52 or 53% win rate overall, I think. So it wasn't even like, oh, they have Archon and Voidwalker? Wait, how do they play Voidwalker and, oh, they're just playing a reanimate deck? How do they reanimate? Maybe that's the key. Cut the 4 halfling, play 4 Tranquil Thicket, 4 1 mana cycling lands, and then it's just GG. Or both. Footsteps of Degoria persist. Mr. Duckfate, yeah, you called it. That's impressive, honestly. Did I just not attack with Omnath? Yeah. I am good. Variance at its finest. 8-1 in a challenge, 1-4 in a modern league. My faith is wavering, chat. Alright, you get to do that. Oh, looks like I should just play 4 Veil of Summer in my sideboard. According 4 Endurance and 4 Veil of Summer in my sideboard. According to recent results. Maybe this is a boom bust matchup. I have Ragavan. Wait, so Ragavan, Voidwalker, Reunion, Reanimate stuff. Alpine Moonlight. Hey Matt. How was the games? I might just draw. I'm not play the qualifier after this league. I think they got me. Morale down. Okay, that was nice. Okay, this I can handle. Do I even get to attack? This is the halfling. They're evoking Grave, pitching a persist. Does that mean I'm supposed to Solitude Grief? Why would you do that if you don't have a way to reanimate it? Or make them use their persist? Might just have a scam spell. They're probably playing scam spells. They have Voidwalker and Grief. Oh, they were just trying to clear it away. Or they just had it all. Right on time. Been hitting another Solitude here. Only 2 Nissa, by the way. You're lucky. Back up Nissa. You got the for Nissa. I did. Say clearly. I card the furnace. I'm just trying to Tidebinder. This way, when I draw Tidebinder, I can compare. So far, it's been kind of whatever. There's one spot where I drew it and Nissa would have been better, but I'm not sure it would have really mattered. I'm almost dead just to that hive. Go down to 1. Oh no, I'm literally dead on boards. Oh, I have protection from ring, right, I'm dumb. Just gonna concede too. Dive in, kind of classic. Classic concessions. Draw. Oh damn. I was like, okay, my hand's trash. I'm just dead to Bitterine. Oh, looks like opponent broke it. Just lost 7 games in a row.